Hello again, everybody. What's up? I'm Nate, and I am joined by Ian and maybe Tom later this stream. We shall see. We're streaming some more Nioh, and I don't know if anybody's keeping track, but full confession here, I have not done any homework between last stream and now. I didn't even finish the side mission I was doing at the end of last stream because I got pulled into other stuff.
Feels like high school up in this bitch.
Yeah, my dog ate my level homework. My side mission homework.
Before we move any further, happy birthday!
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah,
yes,
birthday.
It was my birthday yesterday. Yeah.
Look at you. You're 87 years old, same age as Aragorn.
It feels like it sometimes, man.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was a pretty chill birthday, and I'm flying solo right now because Abby is currently visiting our families back in Ohio.
Well, look, we know she doesn't really love you. She doesn't really want to hang out with you on your birthday.
She's better off without me, huh?
She arranged this purposefully so that she didn't have to be around you on your birthday.
No, she was actually very concerned that she was not going to be here, and I was like, babe, it is okay. Of all the days of the year that are like not average days, my birthday is at the bottom of that tier list. I do not care.
Dude, same.
Yeah, it's fine.
I do not care about my birthday. I do not like my birthday. I have never enjoyed my birthday. I would be just fine if nobody did anything to my birthday.
Yeah. I like my birthday, but to me personally, the day itself of it being my birthday, I don't care. But it's usually around the first day of fall, and fall is my favorite time of year.
Yes.
And usually, the weather is pretty great.
Yeah.
So in and of itself, the day, I like the day.
That's true. You have a good weather day. I have a good weather day too. My birthday is usually the last great day of weather before summer starts.
Yeah. Yeah, it's in a very comfortable transitional period of time.
Yeah.
So
I'm a fall man myself. I would have to concur with that. You have the right taste there. Yeah.
Fall's where it's at. It's also like my birthday to me kicks off like the portion of the year that I care the most about. But it's mostly because there will be more days off from work because of all the holidays. And then the holidays themselves are an opportunity to see friends and family. And then also, it's a bit fun just to see, decorations up that are a bit different than normal, like Halloween and Christmas and whatever.
Sure.
It's just a nice change from normal.
I'm definitely a Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas guy for sure.
Yeah.
Part of the reason why I like them is because when you do hang out with people during those times, you don't have to work very hard to come up with shit to do.
Yeah.
Because you already know the things that people are going to do, and they want to do the things that they like, and then you don't have to entertain. You don't have to come up with ideas. Like, this is, we can hang out, and we already have stuff that we're supposed to do to hang out together.
Exactly. So, it's already been established, and everyone's pretty chill about everybody else's goings on.
Yeah.
That's not very hard work, and I think we're fortunate to have both a group of friends and family that afford us that luxury.
Yeah.
I realize that's not always the case for everybody.
What are you going to be for Halloween this year?
I will probably be the guy who's saving money for traveling.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not going to be Hornet from Silksong?
I don't know that costume well enough. I don't know that character's designed well enough because I haven't played either of those games yet. It's absolutely on my to-do list, but
we touched on this because we're I think we're probably 3/4 of the way through this game, maybe somewhere around there.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what the next game's going to be. I know you're on the sequel kick. Like you were thinking maybe get back into some sequels here for stuff.
Oh yeah, maybe circle back and do some sequels to the games we've already played.
But we did mention Hollow Knight as an option.
We did that, and and I think I have it. I might not, but maybe I don't. Shit.
I think you got to play that game. It's a good one. It's good.
It's a good pick. Yeah, there he is. Welcome, Tom.
Tom's here.
Sorry about that.
Oh, you're good, man. Don't worry about it. Only gonna take it out of your hide later.
I'm the good brother. I already said happy birthday to him today for yesterday. So
Well, he already
already
wished me happy birthday yesterday on my
he
birthday.
did.
Which was his birthday? Yeah.
He didn't do it. He didn't do it in front of the internet, though. It only counts
in front of witnesses.
Oh, because we didn't stream till today.
Yeah.
I did do it in front of the Discord server.
I don't want to hear excuses. You know, like you're a real good brother.
Wasn't good enough.
You find a way.
Gotta have something to aim for.
How you feeling today, Tom? I know you're.
I'm all right. It's just standard cold procedures. Yeah. It's mostly all now, like in my chest and stuff. But it's not. It hasn't been like horrible. It's just been kind of like taking like one pill of like the cold medicine stuff per day. Not trying to destroy my liver by taking too much of that.
Yeah, but now you've got that like
new enemy type dropped.
Smoky voice going on. You know that sexy, smoky, sick voice that you get.
Yeah, the Tom Waits rasp that happens once you get stuff in your lungs. Yeah.
Sing some sticky shoes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Central Perk.
Deep cut.
Yeah.
The deep lore. It doesn't help that I probably watched that whole show in its entirety twice in the last like 3 months.
I mean, look.
Which show is this?
Friends.
That's good stuff.
Oh, that okay.
So, yeah, we just needed like a background streaming show, comfort show that we didn't have to think too hard about. And
look, I'm going to say something controversial here.
Yeah,
because that's what we do. I know people shit on Friends for all the like whiteness, Friends so white going on, and that's 100% true. However, you gotta acknowledge Matthew Perry as Chandler, odd tier comedy writing.
Oh, I think he's the best character on the show.
So
it's for him, it seems like.
As sitcom comedy writing goes, Chandler on Friends might be completely untouchable. Maybe just the best.
Yeah, I certainly enjoy him the most.
Haven't seen it before. Go check out the one-liners coming from Chandler Bing. Too goddamn good.
Yeah, big fan.
Big fan.
Also, rest in peace, Matthew Perry.
Yeah, why do you gotta bring us
he's
down?
not a monster, revealed to be a monster sometime in the future.
I don't
so where are you at right now in this?
I just actually, what is it? I was on a side mission when we left off last week, but I had the option to go to a new region of the main mission map, and I had just taken that, and we had a cutscene, and I caught a glimpse of a new yokai spirit buddy, and this was the first main mission of that map area. And now I've got new yokai enemies, like ogre enemies. They're like the same frame, but new element type, I guess. Which is like
I noticed they were doing that before with like the purple and yellow and stuff.
Yeah. So we shall see about how I'm able to handle those guys, but they don't feel too bad. At least I don't feel underpowered the way I did in side missions before. Although maybe some of the side missions you're meant to like circle back to later. Like it's not impossible, but maybe you are expected to come back when you're leveled up. I don't know. Ooh.
You definitely can come back. You'll often miss secrets, shortcuts, shit like that you can go back and
Okay. And then also, when you come back and do side missions, even if it's the same map as a mission you've had before, oftentimes like certain doors will be open or closed, or certain pathways will be unblocked, and you can now get to a new part of the map you weren't able to get to when you were here in the main mission before.
There will be changes here and there in the world.
Yeah. Because what was it? When I was on the level when I fought the big water guy, like water blob guy, it took me forever. Yeah, I was like, there is a part of this map that I can absolutely see, and I can't get to because there's no actual physical way to get over there right now. So I have not found the mission that takes me back there and reveals that part of the map yet, but I'm keeping my eyes peeled.
Take me back. Take me back.
Alright. And then I'm also unlocking a few new what is it? Models of armor, which is pretty cool.
Incidentally, on the internet, that was a reference to Rocky 1.
Yeah.
Which
was pretty good movie.
Just a okay movie, yeah. Just you know, not an important one at all. And
well, what I mean by that is like if you compare Rocky 1 to Rocky 4, yeah, I think Rocky 4 is a lot more fun, but it is cartoonish in comparison to the first movie.
Rocky was nominated for an Academy Award.
Exactly, like it's an actual like good movie, like from an artistic standpoint.
May have actually, I don't know if it won, but for best screenwriting, that was fucking Sylvester Stallone movie, guys. Just FYI, that was Sylvester Stallone when he was like a young up and coming like artist. Like, believe it or not, there was a time when Sylvester Stallone was a legit
nobody.
He was a filmmaker.
Yeah.
It was actually Rocky was like the precursor to Good Will Hunting. Like that was one of the first times that a screenwriter like just got his movie made by starring in it, and like that was his debut.
Oh.
So it was like Good Will Hunting before Good Will Hunting. Yeah.
That's cool.
Those guys actually
proof of concept.
Yeah, those guys actually often reference Rocky as sort of inspiration. That it was like, hey, this is a thing you can do.
We have the option. We could just do it ourselves.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, then, what do you got to say about Clerks 1? They wrote and portrayed themselves in it.
True. What about Dogma?
Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah.
All of Jane Silent Bob.
Yeah.
This is an advocation for self-insert film.
Yeah, Rocky was legit cinema, man. Rocky was like, that was not a lot of boxing actually in that movie. It was very much like a character movie.
Yeah. And then by the time even the second one rolled around, they really piled on the boxing. Not that I'm complaining per se, but
no, it evolved. I mean, they turned into something different, but they were still fun. Like, I think pretty much every Rocky movie is worth watching, I would say.
At least once.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm not a huge fan of 5 or Balboa for that matter.
Yeah,
but
they're not.
I'm glad I watched them once to know what they were.
Yeah, they're not the best.
How many
ones.
Rocky movies are there?
So there's 5 in the original.
Yeah. Then there's Balboa, which is this weird
correct.
reboot.
It's like a 6th part.
Yeah.
It's a follow up to 5. And then there's I think there's at least 2 Creeds. I don't know if there's a third one.
There's 3.
3. Okay, so there's 3 Creeds. There you go. So we're looking at 9.
Yeah. And I like the Creed movies. They're fun.
I've never actually seen any of the Creed movies.
Oh, you haven't? Oh man.
Although I know because it's Michael B. Jordan, right? And I just recently watched Sinners. He's actually.
I need to watch it still. He's very
quite
good.
A good actor. Yeah, pretty damn good actor.
He's also the best Marvel movie villain of all time.
Is that Black Panther?
Yeah, he's the villain in Black Panther. He plays Killmonger, and it's his like cousin.
Yeah.
And man, his conviction in that movie is awesome. I mean, he's a dangerous man. And this is all relative to like Marvel, but like I was like, oh damn, he means business, man. And the thing is that his standpoint, his viewpoint as a villain, he's fucking right.
I love
he's stating facts. His execution is what makes him the villain, but his actual motives and like problem with the world, the status quo, is absolutely valid. So
I love this guy. Those are my favorite.
Yeah. So I know you're not a big Marvel guy, Ian, but the Black Panther movie, one is a great exhibit of like where executive power is derived from in a government, and then also has the best and most valid movie villain in the franchise.
Okay, so we need to explore this a little bit. I'm going to let you guys render a verdict on this for me. So I think I prefer Marvel on the page more than I do the Marvel Cinematic Universe, primarily because I do think that Marvel on the page has a lot more like actual social commentary going on and actual like deep
for sure
thing, whereas the Marvel Cinematic Universe is
got a fresh coat of Disney all over it.
Yeah, right. It's very popcorny, and that's not the end of the world.
There's nothing wrong with that. It kind of reinvented the blockbuster.
I feel like it was good for a little bit in the early days. I mean, compared to like all the DC trash that's come out like lately.
Yeah, I agree. I think ultimately, like, I'm not here to shit on the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but it's just never been like my bag, primarily because it just feels a little bit like cotton candy to me, mostly. And sometimes I'm in the mood for that, but most of the time it's like I need a little bit more, and that's okay. But here's my question.
Yes, he is.
You're correct that I'm, by that measure, not a Marvel guy. But if I were to tell you, if someone were to tell you that their favorite comic book series ever and one of their favorite fictional universes ever is the X-Men.
Oh yeah.
Does that then make them by default a Marvel guy?
Yeah, I'd say.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, in the sense that like there's like X-Men's also a very specific kind of like, because there's like the Avengers and like the overall like superhero stuff, but mutants are their own like individual.
Marvel Mutants is just now taking off, really.
Yeah.
Thanks to Deadpool. But
because I maintain, like, I definitely prefer DC as a whole. I do think Batman generally is just far more compelling. And like there are a few more characters in there that are a little more interesting to me. I
like DC's weird stuff also, like because like Marvel has like those like out there characters that you don't see a lot like on the page. I feel like DC has some interesting ones. I'm trying to think of.
I do agree. I think my aesthetic probably just tends more towards DC in general. That said, if I had to pick one comic book franchise, period, it would be X-Men. By far, it wouldn't even be close.
True.
Even more than Batman. And I love Batman.
DC also had better cartoons, I think, just because Marvel didn't really get a good run at that. It was mostly Fox Saturday morning stuff.
Cartoons, shit, man. The
Batman Beyond, 1996 or 1990s Batman.
Series, just
all the Justice League and like the kids or the teens ones, like whoever was animating that stuff. And the voice cast was always incredible. Like, I was never big into superheroes as a kid and still really aren't. But every time those shows were on, I was like, man, for as much as I don't care about the superhero gimmick, like, these shows are actually really well written.
Yeah, they really are.
Like, interesting.
It's amazing what they were able to do in the animated series with fucking Superman. Like, Superman's hard to do.
Exactly.
They made a good Superman show. It was really impressive. So, but that said, I do prefer X-Men just generally. Like, give me anything, everything X-Men. I will never not like X-Men.
X-Men's like political and like it's even though like the cartoon did a really good job, I think, with like
X-Men's very
making
smart.
it for kids while still being smart.
Good X-Men is very smart. Good X-Men is very compelling and interesting, and it's got a lot of fun stuff going on. Incidentally, to that end, however, I don't know if you guys saw the PlayStation, what was it, State of Play today?
No.
Oh, no, I heard there was one. I heard about Kojima's stuff getting announced.
Wolverine, baby.
Really?
From Insomniac. Yep.
Okay.
Like they're doing a Wolverine
Spider-Man treatment?
100%.
That
could be a dedicated button I get to press where I get to call people bub.
So they announced it. I think they announced it 2 years ago, maybe 2.5, 3.
Yeah. It sounds familiar. I know there's been like Wolverine games for the movies, but I wasn't sure if they had like their own independent property that we're going to do with it.
For a while, but they kind of been radio silent ever since they initially announced it. No one's seen anything about it. So today was the first time they ever like revisited this, and basically it was like proof of life.
Confirmed it and revealed it.
Yeah. So they finally showed a little bit of gameplay and shit like that, and some cinematics. And boy, I'm gonna let you know, it looks like they are doing it right. It is definitely, from what I can tell, far more Logan than it is like Spider-Man. You know what I mean? Like that's code basically for fucking violent.
Are we thinking this is like Wolverine's Arkham Asylum type?
Feels like it, yeah, because first of all, they're doing it right by pulling absolutely no punches with the violence. Like, this thing is going to be very mature.
Damn it.
It is. They are not fucking around with the violence.
Which is good, I think, for Wolverine especially, because the violence is gratuitous on purpose, like it is part of the political message there.
It's not very. It's also just not very realistic to have a Wolverine character.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. If you like, I still think the show's good, but the original animated series is what is it? He is trying so hard to swear and he can't do it.
Yes.
And then also his claws. He threatens everyone with his claws every minute of every episode that he's in, but he never is able to stab anybody.
They communicate
unless they are machines.
Yeah, they communicate violence very obliquely, like through menace. coming from rather than actual like on-screen violence. But yeah, like they clearly like to really lean into Wolverine, you kind of need that violence.
Yeah, he's partially defined significantly, but partially defined by violence.
Correct. It's part of it. It's part of his pathos, right? So there's a whole that's part of his whole history. Like you got to be able to get dark with Wolverine if you want it to be compelling. So I think that is a good indicator that they are. It also just means that they're going to take it seriously, right? That they're not like fucking around. That it's for grown-ups, right? Which to me indicates that it's going to be maybe even a decent narrative. And it looks like some badass gameplay. I worry a little bit because it is Insomniac. Now people are going to shit on me for that. Now here's the thing. Let me finish. Yeah. I like Insomniac, and I actually like what they did with Spider-Man because they definitely cribbed a lot from Batman Arkham Asylum.
Yeah, I was going to say that's like the reference point, right, is what they did with Spider-Man. I know people like Miles Morales more, I think.
I haven't played any of those games, either Batman or Spider-Man, but I hear good things, and I am curious.
Oh yeah, they're all good. The only thing that I don't like about Spider-Man, the series from Insomniac,
all my souls,
is not... First of all, there are two things I don't like about Spider-Man from Insomniac. First of all, and this is not Insomniac's fault, it's Spider-Man. And me personally, I'm just bored of Spider-Man. I don't find Spider-Man to be particularly compelling for me personally. So I'm like, take or leave Spider-Man. I'm sort of neutral on Spider-Man. However, the other thing that I really don't like about Spider-Man that is Insomniac's fault, and I do wish that they would stop doing this, is the really heavy QuickTime event, like climax parts of stories.
Yeah.
They still do this, and it's like, whenever that happens to me in video games, I always am like, man, this was all really cool, but the absolute coolest parts of this game, I'm putting the controller down for. Like that should,
what
to me, that...
He's got fucking... He's got handguns?
Yeah, it looked like that dude was...
That's awesome! Do I get those?
I don't think so.
Oh.
They're not guns you can use in this?
I mean, I get guns. I get rifles, and I get, like, hand cannons, and maybe something else, and I get bows. But holy crap, dude.
Oh, you pistols.
Oh, what the fuck? What?
Oh,
what
man.
the fuck? What the fuck?
Miyazaki.
You just found that hole.
I found the one part of the bridge that will collapse under me.
That's right. That's definitely Miyazaki bullshit right there.
That's crap. I'm, like, too busy running from everything.
You're right, because you know that they put that enemy there, and you're gonna have to go around him, and they put that hole.
Oh yeah, well, there's like so many destroyed bridges you go on. I'm like, well, when they do the one enemy, it's like, yeah, you can't just sideswipe them. You know.
Yes, they're like, oh, you think you can run around? Fuck you.
Or if you do, you gotta have it be like a lot more precise. You can't just assume the first time's gonna work.
So yeah, that's the only thing I don't love about Insomniac Spider-Man games. There are times when it becomes a little too Uncharted for me.
Yeah.
Gameplay itself is sick. The world design is sick.
Your game is awesome and sick. Let me play it more, please.
Yeah, exactly. I think actually it's really more of a compliment to them that like I want to do more gameplay. The hottest, coolest parts of your game, the parts that I play.
Oh my god, it's gonna be one of those nights.
Mortal enemy. Yes, but I'm very excited about Wolverine coming out in 2026. It seems like. So not too far.
Check out what else they announced there, because I didn't actually look at that.
That might actually compel me to get a PS5. Can I say that?
Oh, really? Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think I'd ever hear you say that.
No, and Gran Turismo 7 is going to get an update here pretty soon, too. And I'm like,
oh shit, really?
PS5.
Oh, so it's not Huge Jackman playing.
No, yeah.
You could use a break.
Yeah.
It's not, from what I can tell, I could be wrong about this, but it doesn't appear to be based on like any actual like famous actor. Mm-hmm. So it's like a brand new, art style for.
God damn this motherfucker!
Wolverine.
You get to die. I usually bypass everybody else. You die.
Punishment. Oh my god, he's still alive. Yeah, get that stamina back, baby.
Execution.
Looks like Nioh 3 got a release date.
Good.
Yeah, I'm excited about that too. I mean, I want to check out the second one too. This is a fun game. It's fucking hard.
Yeah, it's real hard, man.
It doesn't mean I don't like it.
You are finding this to live up to its reputation. It has a reputation of balls hard. Yes.
Yes. Yes, indeed. God damn it.
But then, that's the point of these streams, man. Play the hard games.
It's Torture Tuesday-ish. Well, it was originally Torture Tuesday.
Torture Tuesday.
Wednesday.
I mean, that's why we do need to consider whether or not you're eventually going to want to play Hollow Knight and Silksong.
Yeah. Suppose that's true.
I don't think you've played. We have not done like a Metroidvania style on this series before.
True enough.
I think so.
Well, that could be good. I do like the idea of exploring different genres outside of just the straight up Soul style.
Yeah.
Although Knight definitely has a lot of Soul elements. But we did Sifu, right? I mean, Sifu wasn't.
Yeah, Sifu was a fun change.
It was a challenging game. Another game that I think would be nice to sort of bend genres would be Celeste. I'd like to try out Celeste eventually, which is sort of like 180 degrees from dark.
Oh god.
But still balls hard, of course.
Oh my god. What the fuck?
And I've been playing Silksong, and man, I'm having trouble turning that game off.
Yeah, it's that good, huh? I was gonna ask you how it's been going.
It's fucking good.
People I know are still talking about it.
Yeah, I know. I don't. There's enough about it that annoys me that makes me not want to love it, but I just do. It's too fucking good. It's good. Like, it's for me. It's definitely game of the year for me right now. For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. I mean, at least I'm glad you have a game out there that you're enjoying that much.
Yeah, because that actually doesn't happen for me very much. Like, there have not been a lot of big releases recently that I've really given a shit about that much.
Yeah.
And a lot of the games, like at least one of the games that I've been really looking forward to, I don't want to play anymore. So.
Yeah, I know, right? That's a bummer.
Yeah. So, moving on, Silksong could not have come out at a better time. I'm very excited to keep playing it, and it's just like, man, it's a big ass game, man. It's a big ass game. It's kind of nice to have a game that I know I can just keep going back to, and it's just going to keep giving. Like, it's nice to. I don't have a ton of time to play it all the time. I'm sort of like not rushing through it that way, so I don't feel compelled to race to the end. So it's just that kind of endless kind of thing.
Oof.
This dude does not have great technique.
No.
He's just like hacking.
There we go.
Ugh, violent. That looks like Wolverine.
Yeah. Did I ever tell you? Maybe I mentioned this. I did finally check out that audio drama. The Long Night.
You did.
Yeah, that was good. I do recommend that, and its sequel. Although I like the original one better.
Same.
But I do recommend both of them to anyone who's looking for a cool like audiobook-esque.
It's one of my favorite Marvel, X-Men, you name it, stories.
Yeah.
Like, I know it's in podcast form. That seems a little weird, but it is fucking good, guys. Also, the guy who plays Wolverine is Richard Armitage.
Yeah, it's Thorin from the Hobbit movies.
Thorin Oak and shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Does a good Logan voice for sure.
Yeah, real good. So yeah, guys, go check that out. It's very, it's almost Nolan-esque in its treatment of X-Men.
Yeah,
like it's very,
the first one's actually kind of spooky.
It is
you
a little
know you don't know enough about like, well, you kind of learn about Logan from a like unsuspecting civilian bystander's point of view.
Like myth, right? For the first like 3 or 4 episodes, like you don't get a lot of Logan, but they're like talking about him a lot.
Yeah, and you're like get to see like what his life is like because they like find his place and they see how he lives, and you're kind of like, wow. Like in other contexts, he's like a psychopath. Like he's literally like what you'd think a horror movie villain would be.
That scene they describe on the boat, it's very Logan, man. Like it's like they're not pulling any punches about who he is. Like he's kind of an anti-hero.
Yeah.
In the story, which is kind of great. It's kind of like perfect in my thinking of Wolverine. So yeah, internet, go check that out. It's a free podcast.
On Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts from.
Wolverine: The Long Night.
Hashtag not a paid ad. Right here. This was right fucking here. God damn it.
Yeah, it always is.
Why isn't it on? Why is it burn? Why is it not burning? Shouldn't it be burning?
Because it's protected by the gourds.
I guess so. You know who I found out about? I found out about this Wolverine podcast from?
Who?
Brett Bayonne on the Super Beard Bros.
Really? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you know what? That doesn't surprise me, actually.
He's like a super comics geek, so.
You think he's a Marvel man?
Both of those guys are super comics geeks.
Gee. Shocker.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I definitely like the first series, A Long Night, more than the second one, but I think it's just because by the time you get to the second one, it has a bunch of like returning characters, and nothing is mysterious. Nothing is as mysterious as the first one is.
Not as much of a mystery as the first one is. Yeah, for sure.
Because even like the characters that you are following that aren't Logan, they even have their own mystery going on right away. You're like, why are they mentioning this about these guys?
Like the agents themselves, super good
the
characters.
Agents themselves are like, what the fuck is going on with those two people?
Right. The whole time you're asking, but it's like, it's not one of those where it gets frustrating. It's almost like, man, I gotta listen to this next episode.
Yeah,
I gotta
and they don't make a big deal out of it. They mention it like 2, maybe 3 times in like 6 episodes, and it's like a sentence a piece. You're kind of like,
definitely.
What? Yeah. What the fuck is up with that? And
It's
anyway,
very
I'm moving on.
Yeah, it's very subtle. It plays very coy with people who have some sort of background knowledge about the X-Men and that universe, but it's not super overt. So it's like you kind of got to pay attention to get those little clues here and there. And then when you go back and listen to it a second time, it's like, oh shit.
Oh yeah, that's what that is. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, real good stuff. If you guys like comics out there, take a look at those podcasts. They're real fucking good. Production quality is amazing. I don't know that I've ever seen or listened to a podcast with better production quality.
Yeah.
Than those podcasts. Those are sick. The acting is terrific.
Yeah, the voice acting on those shows is great.
Really awesome.
Anyway, I think we sung the praises enough. If you're not convinced by now, then you're not into it.
You don't like X-Men. You don't like Wolverine. How dare you?
Yeah, that's not cool, man.
All right, who's your favorite X-Men?
Favorite? Ooh.
We've definitely had this conversation before, right?
I'm sure we have, but
God,
it's always fun.
We've talked about X-Men a lot. I know I asked before, like, who has kind of the silliest powers?
Yeah.
To me, Storm, even though Storm's a badass and I love Storm.
Oh, her powers are awesome, but they are nonsensical.
Yeah, her powers don't make any sense.
Like
power
it'd be one thing if she could like sense what the weather's going to do like supremely accurately. Yeah. And maybe even kind of like have ways to harness what's already there. But the fact is that she can create cold fronts at will. Yeah.
She makes godlike. Well, she makes weather, which all that really means is she needs to have control over like the sun and gravity and
it implies like incredible levels of like energy manipulation.
It's almost the reason why Storm's a little bit goofy is because frankly her powers are basically magic.
Yeah, they do not make sense. Like, okay, even Cyclops' optical blast, like, okay.
Correct.
It's a portal to a different dimension of kinetic energy. Okay,
I mean, it's all really, so it's like, it's fine. It doesn't bother me, but like, at least the other X-Men are like science. There's a genetic.
Well, that depends. That depends on who it is and what their powers are. Because I feel like there's tiers of mutant powers, and it goes like, there's a version of this, like a real life version of this to some degree already, and then there's also like that might be possible, maybe one day, and then there's just like straight up fucking magic.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, that's and Storm is definitely trending more towards the magic.
I think she's the poster child for that particular brand.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. But it's funny because she exists in the context of the basic ass X-Men who are definitely not on that magic side of the spectrum. So like she's a little bit like out of place. Although again, she's fucking cool. So like I'm not complaining. But.
Oh yeah, no, great character. Love the character. Just different, like totally different vibe check than a fair amount of other Marvel characters.
Sort of like Doctor Strange, relative to like I don't know Iron Man or even Spider-Man. It's like Spider-Man has that genetic, alteration or shit like that. Whereas,
like he's
just magic.
Like what we break down Spider-Man's powers. What is it? Enhanced reflexes to the point of like seeming precognition.
Yeah, it's just
like
human.
That's fuck, and that's like maybe one day we'll get to the point where we can figure out our nervous system and to the point where we can hack it and really cut down our reaction times and augment ourselves.
11, right? It's like they say superhuman, like it's genuinely that. Storm is not super. Storm is a god.
Yeah,
basically, right? Which is cool because they do lean into that in the comics, right? They refer to her and her community as a goddess.
Yeah, her local community viewed her as a deity, treated her as such. Because, like, yes, why wouldn't you? That's literally what the gods used to do in the old, like, you know, 100%. Greek and Norse gods. They had those powers explicitly.
So we did talk about that. I know that we had discussed that before, but I don't know that we've ever like named our favorite X-Men though.
You said Angel at one point?
Oh, you're right. I did.
Yeah, you did say Angel.
I do think Angel is probably my favorite, specifically Archangel.
Yeah, Archangel's pretty rad. He gets missiles on his wings.
Yeah, he's just so edgelord.
Mm-hmm. And then I remember you having an action figure of Archangel back when we were kids, and I was like, "That's a fucking cool."
That arc in the original animated series, his arc in
Apocalypse.
Awesome, dude. Yeah, the Apocalypse series, that's fucking great. He's an awesome character.
Let's see.
You like Starscream? Starscream wasn't annoying.
Starscream from like Transformers?
Yeah. He's like the bad guy in it, who like does all the work and is like low key the cool one. Except
he's certainly the rebel.
Yeah.
He might as well be wearing a leather jacket and have his hair slicked back.
He's also like the guy who like low key like wants to be the chief bad guy. Like he kind of wants to take over for his boss.
I don't think he's very subtle about that at all, really. When I was looking at it, I was like, oh no, he just straight up says, "One day, Megatron, I'm gonna be in charge." And Megatron's like, "Bet, fam."
Well, but like the only problem with Starscream is that he's got a really fucking annoying voice. He's kind of a little.
Yeah, he kind of has a little whiny voice actor.
Yeah, but Angel definitely is neither of them.
Yeah.
Archangel is just a fucking. He's dark as fuck. He's super edgelord. Which is fucking cool. He's a cool character. So. Yeah, I think he's probably my favorite. He's an OG X-Men, right? I think he's the one of the...
Yeah, in like the original comic run, I believe him and Beast before Blue, Cyclops, Jean Grey, then going by Marvel Girl?
Yeah, probably. I think so.
Like that.
Yeah.
And then Iceman, I believe, were the OG team.
Yeah, I think that's correct.
I might have missed one, but I don't know if I did.
So I do like that about Angel too. I think that's cool. So yeah, that's probably my favorite X-Men. Who's yours?
Let's see. Probably Banshee. No. God, I need to think about that one. It depends on my mood I'm in, because sometimes I'm like, man, Gambit's so fucking cool.
I mean, he is, but talk about like the popular, like,
he's
the played out pick.
I'll be right back.
Well, it's just because the more I learn about like they don't do a good job of advertising like or describing what his powers are beyond the like throwing card thing.
Like most people, I get the impression, you guys can tell me if you disagree, but I think the reason why Gambit has this like latter day popularity spike is just because people are realizing that he fucking looked badass.
Yeah.
In the animated series, and people like are liking the design of Gambit.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know that it's really much about like him as a character or his like abilities or anything like that.
I don't know, man. I've learned a lot about him, and the more I learn about him, I'm like, yeah, it's pretty cool, dude. And like just some of the stuff he's able to do that's not so obvious as like throwing kinetic cards.
Yeah.
Like he takes that same principle of like power potential energy manipulation, and basically puts like static electricity through his brain, and that shields him from having his mind read, which is one of the reasons why he's so untrustworthy as far as other like psychic mind reader mutants are concerned. They're like, I can't get a read on that guy. I physically and mentally cannot do it.
Yeah, he's a cool character. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think most people, if they love him, they like him because of the way he looks, not because of his cool powers. I think most people are going to know what powers could be. So, like, you like him because he's actually, like, a cool X-Men.
I like his moveset. I like his power set.
Yeah, all right, like, fair enough.
Because he's like, I'll pick up this marble and turn it into a grenade.
You also like the bow staff, too. You're a bow staff.
I am a bow staff guy. It's, I kind of rotate between bow staff, sword, and open hand, depending on my mood. But those are my 3 main go-to weapon and slash fighting styles in games, if given the availability and the option.
You do like the monk playstyle.
I do, and yet I have never ever made a monk in D&D, at least in 5th edition.
Yeah, why is that?
I mean, I have builds, but I've never played any of them.
Is that just because like that's too easy? That's too rote? That's too obvious?
No, it's because I told myself I would do these builds first because I haven't done them before, and in my mind I'm like, you always play a monk, and then I have to remind myself later. I'm like, dude, you have never fucking played a monk ever.
You always want to play a monk.
Yeah, I always want to, but it's always like, well, that's expected, and you probably have already done it before, and you're like, no, actually, never.
So then, like, your monk, the day you finally do your monk playthrough, that's going to be like a major moment, event.
It's actually going to be a tough choice because I have built probably half a dozen different things.
So which monk are you going to monk?
Yeah, which one would I do? I don't know.
How much monk if a monk?
All right. It really depends. I guess it would depend on like both the setting and the other party makeup as well.
Are we ever going to do the Lord of the Rings D&D? That I would be down for that.
I don't know. I think that might be on someone's agenda on the Discord. I thought Tanner had been for a long time now running at least a Lord of the Rings like themed game. I don't know if it's like the actual RPG that you're referring to.
I'd be so much more into something like that than like regular bog standard D&D, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because you know how I feel about magic.
Yeah.
Like I want that shit down. Turn that shit down.
Keep it subtle.
I want it in there. It's important. It's not only important. It's fucking critical.
But you want it significant, is what you.
Yes, I want it to be important. I want it to be rare and scary
and mysterious and unknowable, and be like, what the fuck? How did that work?
Yeah,
you never find out.
Yeah, I want it to be really important. Like when the Emperor finally does force lightning.
Yeah, you're like, holy crap!
Shit. Yeah, I want that to be a holy shit moment. Yeah, 100%. I feel like I might be the only person who feels that way. It's also partly why I don't gravitate towards Marvel, because it's so over the top with all like superpowers and magic.
Yeah,
I think a lot of magic and science stuff together in that.
Of the Marvel movies, I tend to gravitate towards the Winter Soldier storyline because it's really just two friends out of their own time periods that are like, they're super soldiers, but they're not like throwing energy bolts around. They're just better, and they're trying to reconnect or find themselves and redefine themselves in this new environment.
I think that's one of the ones that like the community likes a lot.
Yeah, right? I think hardcore like cinephile fans of the MCU will probably all agree that the first, like, from Iron Man 1 to Avengers 1 is like the strongest arc in the series, and then
for sure.
And then keeping in the same spirit, Winter Soldier is like the extension / epilogue to that same vibe, and then anything during or beyond that point is a little lesser each time.
Is the guy who plays Winter Soldier the guy that everybody says should play Luke Skywalker?
Yes, Sebastian Stan. Yeah, definitely. And I like that guy. He's I think he's Romanian or something. And he can speak it, at least to some degree.
No, I guess no. He's always been Winter Soldier. Okay.
Yeah, he's always been Winter Soldier. I think he got to start on like Gossip Girl or something.
He looks familiar, but I don't know what I've seen him in.
What the fuck? Wow, that execution was sick.
Did he? Was I in it? I must have been in his hitbox, but I feel like I must have been right at the edge where it didn't look right. I feel like I was out of his range, but what the fuck do I know? Apparently,
it was worth it. That animation was sick.
At least I'm like right here.
It was so badass.
Yeah, there he is. All right.
He's like Balrog, that guy.
A little bit. God damn it.
Because like, remember, that's actually a good example. The Balrog at the Bridge of Khazad-dûm in Lord of the Rings. Like, the part of the reason why that scene is so crazy, is so amazing.
Because it is a piece of the old high fantasy world come to life, like
because
return to this from this low fantasy setting, and nothing is prepared to deal with it.
Yeah, the power of that character is so far beyond anything that you've seen before that it becomes incredibly impressive, right? To the point where Gandalf himself says this foe is beyond any of you. Like, and that's, holy shit, how bad is this guy? Like, you know what I mean? Like, make it important, man. Make that shit scary. Make the fantasy elements, like, really powerful. Like, that's what you should be doing. I think that works better. I want more of that kind of fantasy.
Yeah, okay. I can appreciate that stance.
Yeah. I can see maybe from maybe a gameplay perspective, maybe that would be less fun. I could see that. But like from a narrative perspective, I think it's definitely more interesting.
Oh, that's what he did. Okay.
He did. He spiked your ass.
I think I sidestepped because I thought he was going to throw something.
He looks like he's wearing like motorcycle gear.
Maybe a little bit, yeah.
Not like he looks like he's wearing leathers. He's about to get on his fucking
Harley and ride.
Suzuki Hayabusa or some shit.
Do you think it'd be a crotch rocket, or do you think it would be a cruise?
The way that guy's dressed, 100% it's a crotch rocket. Yeah.
With his neon Daft Punk looking biker gear.
100%. Speaking of bikers, did you see the bike that Samus gets in Metroid?
I saw
haven't
pictures.
Yet, actually.
I haven't actually seen the footage yet.
Trailer.
That's cool, man.
Is it for Prime 4?
It sounds cool.
Yeah, Prime 4, yeah. 100%.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I do like me a good bike in a game.
And that got a release date. That's coming out in December.
This December?
Oh, that's right.
Shit.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I still need to see that bike, though.
That I'm
curious.
Like, truly surprised and excited for it.
Does that mean the map is going to be big enough to warrant a bike?
Yeah, it's hard to tell, right? Because the preview that they gave us, it looked like it might just be being used for like going from place to place.
Oh, that'd be a bummer if you didn't actually get to like do it.
It might be like a gunship thing, right? Like gunship doesn't really ever get used.
Right, exactly. That's what it kind of read like. Although I will say they made such a big...
makes me wonder why introduce it.
Well, this is the thing. So I was just going to say the way that they introduced it in that latest preview, they made a big fucking deal out of it though. Like it was a big part, and they have it. They're going to release a amiibo with her on it. So
that's cool.
That suggests that it may have more actual gameplay relevance than just the ship.
Yeah, I could see that.
At least I hope so.
Yeah, me too. I think that would be sick. But yeah, I agree. I can't wait. I think I mentioned a few streams ago, Tom, that I have finally started playing the Metroid Prime remasters.
Yeah, on the Switch.
Yeah, because I had never
good versions.
That's my gaming confession. That's I think my biggest gaming
gaming sin. Yeah.
I have not played the Metroid Prime games, and man, I'm playing those remakes right now. When I have time outside of Silksong, dude, awesome games. Just a lot.
They're great. They're not like they have combat, but they're not like super combat like skill heavy. It's more like a puzzle shooter.
And I don't remember.
It's a point and click type of interface, except your click is a gunshot.
I never played. Obviously, I never played the ones on GameCube or Wii, so I can't compare it to that. But I can tell you that the control schemes that they make available to you on the Switch really modernize it, and it feels like just a great first-person shooter that is fun to control on controller.
Yeah, they give you options, which I think is nice because the motion stuff I like a lot.
Yeah, me too.
Not for everybody.
Yeah, I like it a lot. I think it's great. And boy, it looks fucking great on Switch too. Man, it looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to finish the remake here because like I definitely want to play 4 now. I've never played some of those games.
I'm hoping they'll do the other two. I mean, I don't know at this point. There is the Wii trilogy where you can play all 3. I don't know how the other 2 stack up, but I will say a lot of elements in 2 and 3 I think are really well done. The scanning gets a little bit easier. It makes more sense. Things are highlighted as like a whole piece instead of it being a little square.
Oh, nice.
But I think that they're worth it. If you like the flavor of what's going on in Prime 1, 2 is definitely worth playing, and I personally think 3 is still worth playing.
Dude, it's just amazing. They really did a good job translating 2D Metroid, the like Metroid 2, Super Metroid.
Yeah.
That basically it feels very much like Super Metroid made 3D. Just that simple. Like it was really like the vibe of it, the sort of almost horror movie alien aspect going on.
Right. Very like isolation, very like there's still natural beauty, but it's alien.
Yeah, they definitely got the vibe. They knew what they were doing, man. It does feel very much like a love letter to Super Metroid. Which is a Metroid game I played and love that. So like it's cool.
Yeah. God damn it! I was. Oh well, I guess I had that coming.
Those dudes are.
I hate the wheels. I hate the wheels so much.
They are fucking venison.
Me up.
Yeah, they are malicious. Like, you got to get that shit out of this game. Their wheels are the worst.
Yeah, not my favorite.
That's a Miyazaki. That's villain.
Yeah.
Just preposterously silly, but also extremely lethal.
Oh yeah, the like the wheel skeletons. All of his wheel shit sucks.
Yes, 100%. Yes.
It's extremely effective, but it fucking sucks.
Like the more cartoonish their villains are, the more lethal and dangerous they are. Get that shit out of here. These dudes.
Isn't there that
place?
There's a boss in Dark Souls 2 that's like a chariot, just kind of runs around.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a very cool boss fight.
I haven't played 2, but from what I've seen of it, it seems like it's pretty novel.
It's pretty neat. Yeah, I like it. It's one of my favorites in that game.
Yeah, it's where I fell down. Do not want to fall down there again. At least not until on my own terms. Hi, man. What's up?
You're back to knocking these guys out with one like first two hits.
I think it's a matter of like I landed a hit on his head, like in the hitbox. So
Interesting.
I can swing on this guy, and I noticed it only works like once.
Yeah, the opening shots. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, once I do it once, I can't do it again.
Right. It's weird.
Maybe it's all your points into crit or something.
Maybe.
Regular damage.
It might be a factor of that.
It probably. Yeah, it's probably at least partially down to that, right? I mean, you'd think.
Ooh, okay, so that's how I get down there and not fall.
When you do that to that guy, it doesn't give you like a visceral attack or anything like that, like a backstab.
When he's on the ground, I'm able to do a downward execution style stab. But that's that's true of anything, of anyone who runs out of stamina.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can't at least. Oh fuck yeah. Okay. This is way better.
Man, that did not look like something you wanted to step in.
But it's a hot tub. Oh, and then it's consumable. Yeah, this music is like anxiety inducing.
Onsens, is that what they're called? Onsens?
Yeah, onsen.
Yeah, onsen is I think hot spring in Japanese.
Is there anything, by the way, more anxiety-inducing than the hurry-up music from Mario when the clock runs down?
Yes.
I was going to say the Sonic drowning music.
Oh, possibly.
That shit is bad.
I was going to say when a Guardian spots you in Breath of the Wild, that's terrifying.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's pretty
Yeah,
terrifying.
I think the problem is it's also like...
It's like where? Where is it? Where is it?
If something is anxiety-inducing, like an alarm, it's not very tonally fun. Although I will say all of the music design in Breath of the Wild is nice. So even the Guardian song
music,
is still good.
It's so discordant.
Right. But it's discordant, but it's still pleasing versus like a klaxon alarm in a space sci-fi game. It's just oh, that doesn't sound good and it's really harsh and I want it to stop.
Like the klaxon from the Death Star.
Yeah, in the Death Star. The Sonic music is kind of it's not really the sound font is pleasing, but it's not pleasing in the way that even Breath of the Wild's bad music is, or its alert music is.
I just get anxiety triggered whenever I hear the hurry up music from Mario.
In the Metal Gear Solid games, whenever the alert fast bossa nova stuff, or not bossa nova, but the fast jazzy music that plays while you're being chased, it's nice, but it's not as pleasing as Breath of the Wild's version.
Mm-hmm.
It's like those escape sequences in Metroid.
Yeah. Those have some. Well, even like some of the Ridley boss fight music is like not like it's well written, but it is like stressful and it's very like antagonizing. I think the thing with the Guardian of the Breath of the Wild is eventually once you learn like the shield parry trick,
that's
and, like you start. Right? Yeah, you kind of overcome it, so that music starts to become this like
Yeah, because at first it's so oppressive when you fight the Guardians because you have no power. You don't
right, it's scary at first. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you get stronger and you get better at the game, and then all of a sudden it's like, this is not a problem. It's not scary.
It just becomes a soundtrack against that particular type of enemy because there's like a flavor reason as to why they.
Whereas the hurry up music in Mario never fails to stress me.
Yeah, that's basically the Grim Reaper coming for you.
Yeah, that does not ever end. Oh my god! Wow. All right.
I hate that shit. I hate when they do that shit from like basically an impossibly distant, like an impossible distance away.
Yeah, they can see you, but you can't see them somehow.
Yeah.
It's like when they're at you off screen. Oh my god!
Yeah.
Whoa. Yeah, that's some exotic bullshit.
And they come at you at like light speed.
Yeah. Stupid ass villain.
Come on.
It's so crazy. Even the way
shit.
it moves, he like moves too fast. I want to hear the lore.
Yeah, like what is that? It's some dude's head got mummified and then swelled.
Yeah, please explain this. This does not make sense.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's a spirit. They're all spirits, so they can kind of take whatever karmic irony form they need to.
It's like a literal manifestation of something.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna hit this so I can heal again. It'll reset all the dudes I just killed, but whatever. It's
Did
fine.
you got the short?
Oh, is it a network issue?
Oh.
Shortcut?
Yeah. No. Did something skip?
No, it was saying like a network. Well, I guess unless you're playing in offline mode on this, I just noticed in the pause menu it said like offline.
I don't. Yeah, no, I don't really care about offline mode or not.
Stream's fine.
Cool. All right. Well, I know. Come on, dude.
Ooh. Okay, well.
You gonna run out of ammo?
That reload cycle is too fast. This dude is a little too powerful.
Deal with that shit.
This kid's a little too deep for a fucking level 1/1 Goomba.
Right? I don't think they're like a level 1 Goomba.
Yeah, they have more health than that, but
More like
they're
a paratrooper.
They're like Koopa Troopas. Like they're just humans. They're not special. Like, why are they so? Why do they have so much kit?
They're kitted out to hell and back.
Yeah.
All right, go this way.
Also, is there a better enemy name than Koopa Troopa?
Yeah, who's your favorite Mario villain? Like Mario enemy, really? I guess.
I mean, I love Koopa Troopa because it's called Koopa Troopa. I think that's sick.
Not a Goomba or a Galoomba.
Yeah, one of my favorite. It's funny you say that. One of my favorite experiences in Mario is the credit sequence in Super Mario World.
Oh yeah,
because they show the enemies, and they give them, and they actually have names, so you get to learn all the names. Which back in the day, like actually learning the names of these things, like that was heard of. Like you just made that shit up, or you read it in the manual stuff.
Yeah, it's like a Pac-Man thing, right? Certain cabinets would say the names of the ghosts on the side.
Yeah, so like it was almost like
Inky, Blinky, Winky, and like Clyde, or is it?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So like that was cool. I always thought that was cool. There's like Charging Chuck. Like if you go back and watch some of those sequences at the end of Super Mario World, some of them are just genius. They're just so good. Those are excellent.
Donkey Kong Country does the same thing.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, totally.
At least the ending of the last one, the first one. I'm pretty sure they probably do it at the end of the other ones during the credits.
Yeah, I don't know about Diddy. I assume they do though. So it's kind of like
shit. God damn it.
Real good. My favorite enemy in Mario. I feel like it has to be something from Super Mario World. It's not going to be the Goombas because I think I was always actually a little bit disappointed.
I'm talking like regular series appearances, like or one-offs.
Like you're out in a given level, and they're like normal enemy jobber enemies.
Yeah.
Dude, you followed me all the way upstairs? Fuck you.
I think by like design, like I like Koopas in that they have a lot of variety, but I don't think I like. There's like annoying Koopas, like the Hammer Brothers count as Koopas, and like I always struggle against those. But I do like Dry Bones a lot. I like the idea there's like a skeleton version of a regular thing.
Yeah, Hammer Brothers though are kind of goated.
They're certainly fucking dangerous as hell.
Very dangerous, yeah, and they got a cool name. They're the Hammer Brothers. Like,
what is it? What's the witch's name? Kamui or something?
Oh,
Kamek? Yeah, I feel like Kamek is like one of those underrated ones because she really does a lot of the
it's
work
like a pseudo
in like
boss, yeah.
RPGs and like the action games.
She's definitely cool. I mean, there's Boo. Boo's a great one. It's classic.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with Boo.
Boos are good.
Lakitu's a friend, right? Do we? I mean, not always.
Not always.
Yeah, there's like the camera one who is our friend, I think.
From 64, but even then, even in that game,
one.
there was another one that would drop spinies on you.
Just like original Lakitu was definitely an enemy.
Yeah, but you could take his like cloud when you killed him.
Yeah, they're spiny shells. I like this. I like the flying squirrels primarily because they give you the best power up in all of Mario.
the leaf.
They give you the feather.
Oh, the feather.
Yeah. Oh, feather.
Yeah.
Is that what the cape is in Mario?
The cape is the feather. Yes.
Yeah.
The cape is the best power up in all of video game history. I maintain this.
I believe that. That's why they put it in Smash, is like that reversal thing.
It's the best. I remember when I was a kid, the first time you discovered that if you do that mechanic right, you can fly across an entire level with it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they
that
even
was
gave
cool.
you that like big like side level with all the coins to like, hey, how do you think you get all these coins?
Yeah.
Turns out you can.
There's a lot of stuff in World that I think went over my head as a kid, so I never got super far into it. But I like watching the later levels, like the official ones, not like Kaizo ones. I was like, man, there's some really cool like. It's kind of like how Donkey Kong Country is like, hey, this whole level is you hopping on air balloons, which seems like it's kind of gimmicky, but back then that was actually pretty exciting.
I mean, people very often say that Super Mario 3 is the best Mario, and look, I'm not going to argue about that because I think that's an incredible, amazing, greatest, amazing game.
I think it might be a matter of taste at this point.
Yeah, exactly. But for me, it's Super Mario World. I think
World feels more fleshed. Like 3 is fun because it has the secrets and like the warp pipes, but World just feels so much more like.
You know what it is about Mario 3? It's and this is very intentional on their part, but I didn't prefer it. Is that the levels are so short. I want longer levels, but I always feel like when I get to the end of a level in Mario 3, it's like, oh, it's over already? No, I want a little bit more. No?
Yeah. I feel like 3 also feels... I mean, I guess World is technically tougher, but it's longer, so it feels like you kind of ramp up there easier, whereas there's some shit in 2 that's just like really annoying, where it's like, hey, unless you beat your head against this enemy for a while, you don't know how to get around them.
I think Mario also has never felt better than Mario World. Like, the actual gameplay feels incredible in that game. I think, like, all other Marios since then felt like that. If you play any of the earlier Marios, they don't feel quite as good. He doesn't feel as athletic. Like, running through levels doesn't feel as good. Plus, the power-ups are so easy to get. The fact that you could bank them in the level. The fact that you had a fucking mount. You get Yoshi.
Yeah, Yoshi might be the best power-up, honestly.
Oh, that's right, yeah, because you don't ride Yoshi until World, right?
Yeah, he wasn't even a character until World.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I did think he had his own game, but I don't think they associated him with Mario yet.
He had Yoshi's Island.
Is World the first one that has like the secondary level exits, or was that 3?
I think World was the first one that had the secondary, like the key and the bar and like the finish line.
Okay, there's like more than one way to like finish the level.
Yeah,
like, I don't remember 3 having that. I don't think.
Yeah, no, I don't think 3 had that.
They introduced like the haunted houses, like the ghost houses, are fucking sick. Just great.
Yeah, the haunted houses do like. I feel like 3 starts what World finishes on much better, and like I do like some of the stuff in 3. Like I like the
I like the ships.
It sucks for speedrunners, but like how some stuff will move on the overworld with you, like the Hammer Brothers. Like it's fine. It's not a bad thing, but World just does a better version of that, I think.
Yeah. I mean, Mario 3 was just galactically brilliant when it came out. I just think Mario World benefited.
Also
so
had
much
the best advertisement drop in the history of cinema.
The Wizard.
Yeah, the Wizard.
Amazing. That movie holds up. Go back and watch that movie, man.
Was the Wizard World or was it 3?
It was 3.
No, it was 3.
Oh, it was 3? Oh, yeah, that's true. It does. Yeah.
In the final round of the competition, they're like, Super Mario Brothers 3! And everyone's like, what the fuck, really?
The best part of the Wizard was the redheaded love interest is Jenny Lewis from Rilo Kiley.
Oh yeah.
I
forgot about that.
You're saying that.
Who
Cool Raven yokai, bro.
I mean, these Pokemon are gonna be stronger than yours.
This dude looks like he's gonna be a problem.
Oh, Angel Punk, look at this.
Yeah.
If I fly, can I fly?
Weird offshoot of Shaman King.
Oh my god.
Damn, he broke that guard immediately.
He's got reverse grip. Oh, he's so edgy and cool.
Edgy and cool. This is like their version of Sephiroth.
He needs one less. He needs one less wing and about 3 more feet of sword.
Is this guy an optional boss?
He needs like.
I don't know if he's optional, but
he needs the long hair. Too.
Yeah.
No, I think this is a main mission, so no, I think he's definitely a boss, a main boss. Fuck though, I gotta find my way up the fucking stairs.
What the heck?
Can I? Is there a better way? Oh my god, no. Okay.
No, you not. Live with that run back. Get that shit in your blood.
God, I'll have to optimize my path here.
Man, there are some dog shit run backs in Silksong.
Oh god.
I heard about that. That was kind of a step backward that they still included those.
Yeah, man, just can we be done with these? I've been thinking about this. I feel like if I were to ask the developers, what's the concept behind the runbacks? Why do this? And I'm pretty sure that the answer would be, well, it makes it such that there's consequence to failure. I think you do want that. You do want consequence.
Yeah.
My problem with that, though, is to me that is kind of I don't want to say lazy because there's frankly nothing about Silksong or Hollow Knight for that matter that is actually lazy. It's like
right, because the first time you go through like a run back, like the initial time, like even in Dark Souls, that was the first time I encountered them, and they were annoying, and some were like longer than I think that they should have been. But even then, the first time you go through them, it's still like, oh, this is like the dungeon. This is part of the level. This is
it is. It definitely
gameplay.
Is like,
it's the repetition that makes it a problem.
Yeah, right. And to me, like, I understand I do want consequence, but like I feel like Sekiro kind of did it better, which was like there are gameplay mechanics that you then incur. There's penalties or world changing that happens when you die. Like example, Dark Souls 2 has world penalties, which is I maintain actually kind of.
Fuck. Oh my god. Okay, so don't get caught by that either.
Sekiro has Dragon Rot. Right, so like when you die, there's a world change that happens.
You might lose access to side quests or at least merchants and vendors.
Right, and you don't lose it permanently. You have to do gameplay in order to like reverse it.
But you do need to maintenance it.
Right, but to me, it's
like
just
that.
That's more of like an active engagement with the consequence mechanic rather than just, hey, we're gonna make you sit here. Like, it's just more innovative to me, and I feel like. I wish Silksong was more innovative in the way that they administer consequence for failure in the game rather than just runbacks. I do still think the runbacks are kind of lame. The good news about Silksong, though, is that one of the most satisfying parts of the game is the platforming. So the runbacks involve a lot of platforming, so that's still at least fun to do. But it does get, to your point, really repetitive.
Fuck, where is that?
These bosses
like the initial design is fine. What becomes annoying is having to do it over so many times. And when it's the kind of thing, if it's like you get to just run by someone, like how in Dark Souls 3 and Elden Ring,
damn it, where the
it
fuck
becomes a little easier. Like it's like there's run backs ish, but it's not as long. It's not as oh, you've got to dodge this one thing that like if I get to a run back where it's like I can feasibly almost every like 90% of the time get back no issue. Not a big deal, but when there's times in Dark Souls 1 where it's like, hey, this enemy design is really annoying. You got to kite him in just the right way. It's like, okay, well then there's like a lot more times I'm dying in just the run back, and that feels frustrating because it's like I've done this before, but if the elements have to be just the right way, like what do you do?
I feel like Miyazaki has evolved a bit on this front, where the harder the boss, the less run back there will be.
Right.
So he sort of modulates that way. In Silksong,
which I think works.
It almost operates the opposite way in Silksong.
Right, it's like very like what is it like Mega Man kind of has that similar like if you die like in like the Wily stages versus dying in the overall stages, it's like harder.
It's so smart. It actually is very Mega Man.
Yeah,
because in Mega Man the whole concept is run back. You lose the boss, you got to do.
God damn it!
Right, because the level is the whole run back, but like it's like you're saying like it's parabolically harder for both the boss and the run back as you die in like the Wily Castle stages versus like earlier.
Yeah, that's such a good analogy. It feels very much like Mega Man.
And I was trying to place like what game made me feel like Run Back started, and I was like, Mega Man's the first time I really realized like, oh man, this is like.
Good point. I had never thought of that. That's true. It's Mega Man. Mega Man is the original Run Back game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which it's kind of okay because it also has a little bit of that. I don't know. The levels are the game, right? So like.
Yeah. It's shorter amount of time. It's not as much like random. There's also it's a lot more choreographed too. Like in these games, there's still like an AI director of some kind for each enemy. Versus those games, like
you don't ever want to just do those levels once because the levels are the game. So if you're doing them one time, it's kind of like
it's like a Castlevania 1. The first couple of Castlevania games do that too. Oh, you got a dude on
God damn it! Really? They can come down here?
You're just like
motherfuckers.
That was like a horror movie where the dude was just
And notice how the torch is not near the ladder; it's near the other side of it. So when someone comes down, you can't see them.
That sucks. Well, at least I'm healing from it. So.
But yeah, I agree on what you're saying, Ian, about like those levels are the game, and that part makes sense because like those levels probably feel long when you're like a lot younger or if you're not used to them. But it makes a lot more sense that like the whole thing is a run back versus in these games it's like, oh no, like there's you're doing whole regions that are maybe an hour or two longer than just trying a Mega Man level the first time.
I do think I can live with the runbacks. And you'll get good enough to the point where they're not really that onerous. And as I say, the platforming itself is fun. So it's not the end of the world, but I still feel like especially Team Cherry of all people, like they're so smart and thoughtful about everything that they do.
God damn it! Fuck.
Oof.
Like they're just so thoughtful.
This might be what we're doing the rest of the night.
I would expect Team Cherry to maybe be a little more original in the way that they attack consequence in games. But other than that, man, it's just I can't say enough good things about the gameplay and the art and the storytelling and the depth of the game, and like, man, it just keeps going. Like all the
the way that they set up, like even in the first game, like the environment and music is obviously like a lot of tone setting, but even just like the layout of certain like hallways and stuff is like, oh, I see like the transition gradually happening from like Deep Nest to the green verdant area or blah blah blah. It's like they did a really good job of that.
It's so curated. It's kind of the opposite of what the things I don't like about roguelites sometimes, like especially procedurally generated ones. It's like the most curated of curated games I think I've ever played. Like, they gave love and attention to every last little fucking detail. They did not do nothing. It is incidental or accidental. It is all on purpose and deliberate. It's really, really kind of amazing. All the animations, like, man, it's really. Even the character dialogue, it's like they give character dialogue. So depending on the type of character it is, they speak differently.
Right.
The fleas speak a certain way, and then characters who are kind of destitute or down on their luck, they'll speak a certain way or specifically speak a certain way.
They did it in the first game too with like the map maker and his wife versus like the grubs or versus the like mantises and stuff.
Yeah. And then like you'll get to later parts in the game that are more like you'll get to these characters who are maybe a little more well off or a little more sophisticated, a little more.
God damn this son of a bitch!
They will talk completely differently, and it's like the writing's really fucking good.
He's just gonna stand there. Fuck. Okay, I can get him to stand in the fire long enough.
Yeah, he's disrespecting you. He's like, look, I can't die.
Yeah, look at all this damage this fire's doing. It's more than you did.
That move that he killed you with, though, was
that was cool. Yeah, the fucking angel suplex. Like he's got the Sephiroth stuff, and he's got the wrestling hawk.
Yeah. That's sick. That's totally the move I would do if I had wings. It would be angel suplex every time.
Yeah.
I mean, is that the best Guile move apart from any like air throws? Like air grab?
Suplex? Oh yeah. It's just pretty rad.
Pull off the suplex. It's just like, it's badass.
Being able to throw someone with the power of a flip, I think, and like Tekken has some characters that do that really well too. It's just like suplexing is one thing because like it's that wrestler like you're gonna take some damage too, or it's implied. But I love the thing where it's like if you've got flight and you've got the like acrobility, you just fucking fling them, or you have like the leverage to just like whip around in the air to just send someone like flying like a baseball. It's like, God, that's always satisfying.
I do like the Ken double roll.
Oh yeah, roll with a screen shake. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of sick.
That felt like a power move, even though it wasn't.
It did, yes.
Yeah.
It was like the first time you see that, it's like, man, they just made Ken cooler than me. Like, why
Is it? I don't know if it's the Captain Falcon frame, or maybe it's Ganondorf in Smash, but someone in Smash has, or I think maybe Ridley has that. Ridley has that kind of thing where he's got some like gliding and flying, but he also has that thing where he just grabs onto you and he's like, hey, fuck off, and then he just explodes away from you in midair.
Yeah. If it didn't take 5 minutes to get up here, I really wouldn't care about losing to this guy
yeah,
as
that's
often
the run
as
back
I am.
part.
But man, the run back sucks.
The run back, baby.
It fucking sucks. Like,
yeah.
There's really no good way to get back to it. I think I've got the route down, but my god, I've got to go back like 2, maybe 3 ninjas, a demon. Yeah, 3 ninjas.
Honestly, this is the problem. This is the main problem I have with
2 riflemen.
With Liza P too. The runbacks.
Yeah.
The runbacks and fucking Liza P.
Oh yeah, I'm kind of surprised they have such big runbacks in that game.
It's just not fucking necessary, man. Why are we doing this? Come up with a better answer. Like,
they should make it where if like, I don't know, it would be kind of cool if it was like, what if the enemies had like half the health on a run back or something? That way it's like, all right, if I have to deal with them, make it so I can just go like 1/2, kind of like Kurosawa movies, but like in a lot of like samurai like anime and stuff. It's like, yeah, you end dudes with 1 strike because you're running through the castle so quickly and you know where you're going. You just be like, all right, this guy down, you, I don't have to deal with this guy down. It's like, that would be great.
Yeah,
if they made like the...
Like, I don't mind, like, making you run 100 meters. Okay.
Yeah.
No, fine.
I don't mind like, a little bit of run back, yeah.
Running back through an entire fucking level and past, like, to your point, Tom,
right,
like,
the whole gauntlet.
Enemies that you really have to deal with and you can't just run by them, like, you gotta... At that point, I'm feeling like, here's the problem that I have with it. What you're doing is your consequence is being administered through tedium.
Yeah,
and to me,
which makes you less likely to want to play the rest of the.
Right,
the
it's like I can't imagine a scenario in which I would ever think it's a good thing that someone called any aspect of my game
tedious. Yeah, I think it's like
my game to be tedious.
It reminds me of like the NES days where like games were, I mean, I would say expensive, but as expensive as they are now. But like they were designed where like, you know, people weren't buying more than like a game or 2 in like a given year, so they made them hard on purpose to like elongate them. And it feels like that's kind of what runbacks do, but the problem with those is it's not like you can play other games where this tedium doesn't happen. So it's almost like they want to elongate the game by saying you don't get too much done in one session.
Yeah, look, it reads so much worse now in a modern setting.
Right. Well, it's like I get if they were like, oh, multiple play sessions, but I think the problem is like when your time is limited, you're like, I would like to be able to do a level in a night versus it being like, all right, well, this was an attempt on this one boss, and then like, you know, the next session will be most of the run up, and then the next session after that will be a boss attempt, and it's like
we're all grown up. We all have jobs and stuff. We got lives. We got to lead. But you know, none of us have kids. Like we're like independent people that have some time. I still don't have enough time. Like I feel like I'm getting time stolen from it's like, look, if you want, I don't mind if your game is frustrating. I don't mind if your game is challenging. I don't mind if you can say that your game is hard or maybe even too hard. If you can say that your game pisses you off, that doesn't bother me as much as saying that my game is tedious.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
That would be I feel like if I were a game designer, I'd feel a little bit embarrassed to have someone call my game.
Right. Hard for the sake of hard is one thing, but like when that difficulty is not really innovative, it's just hard by the sake of being long and punishing. It's like, yeah, that doesn't really do anything anymore. In a
similar way, I think that's one of the major criticisms that people really mean when they say that like Ubisoft games with all of their checklist.
Right,
quests.
The time-consuming, like, little quests that aren't very like
it ends up just being tedious, and like that's the main complaint about Ubisoft games. And it's like, I agree, man. Tedium is not what you want. You want to find some way to avoid tedium.
Yeah.
And it helps when your art's really good. So like Silksong, and art's really good when your platforming is really good. That's great, but even that can become repetitive after a while. So, time to move on. So. Really, the most punishing thing about Silksong is that you can beat a lot of bosses in this game and get basically no reward. It's really crazy how.
I've heard the other big complaint was like,
God damn
man,
it!
That's the closest.
Are you kidding me?
I think you got him downloaded.
The bombs broke my guard stance, and then he shot me through the smoke.
He did, but
it's because you get low on health. He's starting to pile stuff together.
Yeah, I'm running out of heals though, but I think I'm getting better at like dealing with his kit. So there's
that. Sounds right. That was proof of concept. You definitely
you dodge a lot more of the flips, even just like the straight up like the teleport moves.
Yeah.
You got him for the most part.
His timing down. It only took me half a dozen tries.
I mean, that's not that.
That's the thing about these games, though. Yeah.
Tries is not actually that many.
God damn it! I don't like getting hit in this run up though. Like it's so unnecessary.
That's what I was trying to say. Something that I think Elden Ring did really nicely, which was like, if you're gonna have any sort of like run up at all, or like that kind of frustration wall, literally, like I can't praise enough. I've said it a bunch, but like the being able to say like, all right, maybe I'll come back to this later, and I can do something else within the game, is such a big like. It helps because it's like I don't want to put down this game's engine. Like I don't want to put down this move set yet. Correct. I just want to apply it to something else and say like, am I hitting the wrong kind of material? Am I doing something wrong with it that I could try out on something that I know I can do? And Elden Ring helps so much with that.
In fairness, you can do that in Hollow Knight and Silksong, right? So you can basically go other.
Fuck.
It's not always true. Like there is a limit to that. Eventually, you will have played every other avenue, and there's only one place left to go.
Right. Or the issue can be like, I guess maybe the fast travel system is probably what makes that work in Elden Ring, because there's fast travel in Hollow Knight and in Silksong, I assume. The difference there, I think, is kind of like Metroid has this problem too of, sure, I can go like test out my abilities on. I mean, you don't do that in Metroid very much because you just shoot. But like in the games where it's like, okay, I could, but then you have to weigh the pros and cons of like, okay, how many rooms is it for me to go somewhere else, or to get to the fast travel to go somewhere else and test it out?
You have to travel to the fast travel points to fast travel.
Right. So and you do kind of have to do it in Elden Ring, but it being 3-dimensional, having graces and having it be accessible right from the overall menu makes it so much easier to be like, okay, I know the grace for this for Malekith. I'm gonna go do a dungeon I've had on my eye for a while and then come back.
You can teleport from anywhere at any time, but to your point, you can only teleport to specific places, right? So there's always a run after where you get going.
Yeah. I don't remember if Hollow Knight 1 had that too, because I remember like getting stuck on the boss in Hollow Knight, and I was like, I could maybe practice on whatever is in the hallway before the boss, but that's not what I need.
It had fast travel, but yeah, it works exactly the same way in Silksong. It's a different character, but it works exactly the same way. You have to go to these stations, basically.
Right. It's between stations, but it's not like to station directly from wherever you're at, and then.
Yeah. And the stations are not equivalent to the benches, the rest points. So you don't get a rest point at a station; they're separate places. There's often
which that kind of sucks.
A rest station, but it's not always.
Yeah, that's the quality of life stuff. That's not like there's no reason for it in fiction, but I think more games of that genre.
I even paralyzed him. Okay, this opened up a new avenue for me because he is vulnerable to at least maybe not full paralysis, but I noticed in some instances, lightning attacks build up this status where it slows their animation speed down.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those sleep spell things of like sometimes just trying a different damage type. And some games reward you for it, some games don't.
He is vulnerable to OTGs. If I knock him out of the air, he'll fall on his back, and I can do an execution stab.
You're putting Dead Space stasis on his ass with paralysis.
Yeah, God, what a great power in a game. I like games that like try to innovate on the take a step back and view what you're trying to do versus what damage type or what equipment, because that feels so much more satisfying where you're like, oh, I get it. You don't like when I hit you in midair, but if I hit you on the ground, you can almost always block it. Like that feels more of like unlocking the puzzle versus it being like, yeah, I don't know, man. You gotta have enough armor and you gotta have more lightning damage. You gotta have the right weapon type. It's like it's way too much work that you have to come back and beat your head against a couple times to learn.
Yeah, it'd be nice if you could punish that.
Yeah,
you can. When he tries and does do that the angel suplex, if I can hit him out of the air either before or as he's doing it, or maybe even after, that's when I can knock him on his back, and then I can go for the execution stab.
So you're labbing it. You're downloading his ass.
Yeah. And then if I can inflict the status on him, if I hit him enough, that's great too. That makes everything else easier too.
This dude is definitely gettable. I'm not worried.
Oh yeah. Now that I've got his kit figured out, I'm like, oh, you're not that hard actually.
There are strats.
I just needed to see everything he had.
Run back sucks.
Yeah, this run back is probably my least favorite part of this fight.
Yep.
There's no probably about it. It is my least favorite. I actually like this fight, but man, I just hate the downtime.
That like you don't like you have this fight that you really like, and it's like I want to get back into it right away.
It takes me 5 minutes to get back there.
Yeah, Artorias, I remember, was kind of like that for me.
You gotta catch the A train to fucking get there. Like,
yeah.
Gotta connect in Schenectady.
Yeah, well, I gotta worry about public trains just to get to my boss run in time. Like, man, that kind of sucks. That's RNG I don't like. Something that I really like that Blade Chimera did, which was awesome, was you can warp to anywhere from anywhere besides certain like HQ locations. So imagine Castlevania where there's no warp room, just every room is a warp room if you want it to be.
I like it.
Super, super helpful.
The fact that this guy vanishes like that, though, kind of sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's a little bit like a Shadow Step kind of a mechanic. You know what it is? It's like Merlin in the Disney.
Oh, when he becomes a germ?
Yeah, he becomes a germ, vanishes, and he's talking to her. Is that a deep cut?
Oh, Merlin, like Sword in the Stone,
Yeah.
Merlin?
Yeah, Sword and Stone. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's too deep a cut.
No, I mean, I remember watching that as a kid.
Yeah, now he's...
Like, Sword in the Stone gets, like, unfairly shit on. I think that's a good Disney
They
movie.
did a good job representing it in Kingdom. I mean, it's Kingdom Hearts, but like in terms of like them giving him screen time, like he actually is kind of important in that game.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's one of the good ones. It's not one of the best ones, but it's a good one.
Fuck.
Merlin
Not
is
want to get hit by the wind.
clearly, it's pretty obvious that the genie from Aladdin took a lot of inspiration from Merlin and Sword and Stone.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the
I think that
power
was
is more
Don
like a fairy
Bluth's
tale.
last Disney film.
Really?
I didn't know he
so.
worked on Sword in the
Yeah.
Stone.
Yeah, it's definitely his signature style.
All right, here's one we haven't discussed yet.
Damn it.
Favorite Disney animation studios?
God damn,
Not-
what the fuck? He throws the
don't
bomb
know the
behind me and then it
different
doesn't
studios.
block it if he throws it behind me.
Not Pixar, Disney Animation Studios. What's the favorite one?
Disney
Is there like a
Studios.
list? I'm trying to think of what.
Basically,
Well,
think of like
that's what-
80s and 90s like golden era.
Yeah, there's
2D
Golden Era.
animation.
There's Golden Era and there's Disney Renaissance. So Golden Era, think like Dumbo.
Oh, golden era is like Snow White and Dumbo, and then there's
Yeah,
also,
all of
and the Renaissance is
classics.
like Aladdin and
Hercules, Mulan,
Lion
stuff?
King. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, then Renaissance is the 90s, late 80s, early like 90s. That are the what I still consider.
God,
That's-
motherfucking damn it!
Yeah. And they don't like. It'd be cool if they highlighted those areas after you've fallen through them once. Like, all right, you know it's there.
Son
Is it
of a
weird
bitch!
that
Son
Michael
of a
Bublé-
bitch! Are you kidding me? Where the fuck's the door?
I like Beauty and the Beast. I think that one's good. Kind
Movies is
smart.
good. I think Aristocats is always my favorite just because it's not like super overdone.
Ha.
Aristocats is good. I don't know if I would say it's like my favorite, but it's definitely up there. It's like one of my favorites because there's not a lot of Disney movies that I'm like super.
You guys remember Black Cauldron?
Yeah, dude, Black Cauldron's
That's one of those
fucking
where like
awesome.
I've seen like parts of it, but it was not one that we owned. I don't think.
Yeah, we never owned it.
It's like Welsh lore.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna
Sick.
heal.
That's like the era of Disney where there's like
run-up.
someone will mention a movie and it's like, oh, it's a Disney movie, and I'm like, I didn't know. I mean, I knew it was a kids cartoon. I didn't know it was a Disney movie.
Black Cauldron was, I think, considered kind of a major flop for Disney. Like, it did
Yeah,
not
which
get-
sucks because it's awesome.
It is awesome. Yeah, it's like
I think
it's
that's
part
Don
of that.
Bluth as well.
It's part of that era of like Oliver and Company, that which is also a fucking great movie.
Also,
Oh, yeah,
because
Oliver and
fucking
Company's
Huey
good.
Lewis, man, doing the soundtrack.
Wow.
Oliver and Company I think is good.
Tarzan
Yeah.
with the Phil Collins soundtrack is
Tarzan's
baller.
pretty good.
Fucking
Yeah.
baller.
I think Lion King had the
That was Elton John.
Elton John, yeah.
Yeah. Lion King is probably still one of my favorites just because I think it's just the best
Good one.
overall story, even if they stole it from
Hamlet.
whatever
Big
that.
Cat
Yeah.
Hamlet.
It's a
Well,
good
not
one.
Hamlet, but the White
Yeah, it's
Lion.
Hamlet. Oh yeah, well they did do
Forget the
that,
name of
but
it.
then
Kemba, whatever.
Shakespeare also, if you
Yeah.
look at it, it's beat for beat the story of Hamlet.
Yeah. The
Just
Count of
starts
Monte
a little-
Cristo, like.
Yeah. Well, it's like when Hamlet, his father dies under mysterious circumstances that it turns out to be his uncle. He knows it's his uncle and he vows revenge and comes back to kill him. I think the only thing is that there's some like B plot with the mom that they don't do in Lion King.
Yeah, in Lion King.
Best part of Lion King is Scar being voiced by Jeremy fucking Irons, the best voice.
Oh yeah.
Just how is he voice for every villain?
I got greedy. I thought I could rush him down since he was paralyzed or like at least slowed. And man, it doesn't matter. He can still like 2 to 3 shot you if you're not careful.
I got to talk directly to the internet one more time. Internet.
Okay.
You have to go watch anything with Jeremy Irons in it and explain to me why Jeremy Irons isn't the villain voice for every villain in everything ever. Voice in Hollywood.
I mean, what else he's in?
Yeah, he, for as good a voice as he has for a villain, he didn't really get typecast that much.
He didn't. Yeah, like I mean, he's been villains. He was a villain in Die Hard with a Vengeance. He was a good villain in that one.
Yeah,
but he's like, man, the villain voice. He just needs to do. He needs to do video games, like video game villains. He'd be awesome.
Oh yeah, voice actor villain,
yeah,
for sure, for sure.
That's the voice you think of when you think of a villain. It's Jeremy Irons' voice. It's so good. More run back.
A little run back.
The worst thing about this run back is for streaming purposes. It's like the worst run back to stream for.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
For being in menus all the time. Did dude open up with kunai? He's a lot of bullshit.
Everyone's got some pocket bullshit in this, it seems like.
Nice. Knocking out of the sky. Oh, lost the lock on. He's doing some camera fuckery too.
Oh, god damn it. Okay.
He's one of those bosses.
And he can, okay. And he can hit you OTG. Okay, yep.
He just stands in the fight.
And he,
what if he stands in the fight after he did that and he died in that?
He died and I still got it. That would be fucking amazing. I'd be like, okay, I'll take it.
Yeah.
And then I'd come back and beat him for real on my own time because I couldn't sit with that forever.
Your soul wouldn't be able to accept it.
Yeah. It's
a shame. You live with the shame.
Yeah.
Now, I can go back and fight Nameless King then.
Well, I did that. I beat him on my own in New Game Plus.
Oh, okay, good.
Like, I appreciate Fish helping me out, but I did go back, unbeknownst to anybody, and go back and beat him in New Game Plus on my own. Like, I have to know.
Yeah, video or it didn't happen. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Doesn't count.
Yeah. You also got to do the gauntlet in Sekiro.
Yeah, that one might.
That's like gotta be an extra life benefit.
Yeah, that's your white whale.
God, that would take me forever.
It does take a long time.
God.
Problem with white whales on this channel is just entirely based on someone else saying you got to do it. Because like I didn't have any desire to do Fatalis in a world, and Cameron's like, you got to do it, and I was like, if you say so, I guess. I was cool with letting it lay where it was at.
I forget how far you made it last time we did it on stream.
I can get to the ape, I think, or maybe owl of some variety.
Yeah.
I know I can make it past the first priestess, but I don't remember how far past it.
Do I need to play through Sekiro again? Is that something I'm going to need to do here? I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, oh.
Maybe we should go all the way back to Old FromSoft and do Kingsfield.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
That would be a strategy
guide
nightmare
let's
of a
go
game.
super and super back and go the Evergrace route.
Fucking Tenchu?
Oh, yeah, when they were Age Tech.
Yeah.
Well, they also had what was it? Eternal Ring
Not
and
a
all
fair
that
trade.
stuff.
Doesn't help that they have 1 billion health.
They're making a Elden Ring movie, right? Didn't they announce that?
I think so, yeah. I don't know how that's going to go, though.
I think that was, yeah, I might be wrong about this. It might be the same guy that did Alex Garland, I think. I think that's who they have for this. Pretty sure.
It sounds familiar, yeah.
Alex Garland is a really good screenwriter, and he's done a lot of video games, actually, too. And I think he's the one that's been tabbed for... I got it. To the Google.
Yeah, I know they had someone's name on there that I was surprised to see.
Oh, he did... That's where we know him from. He did 28 Days Later.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
At least we know how to... He knows he can make a brutal setting when he needs to.
He did Sunshine, which if you guys haven't seen Sunshine, go see that movie. That's fucking great.
That's a good movie. I do like
He
Sunshine.
works a lot with Danny Boyle. It looks like, which is good.
Yeah, if I recall correctly, that sounds right.
He also wrote. He's a story supervisor on Devil May Cry 2013.
Oh. On the show or on the game?
On the game.
Oh.
Yeah. He's done a lot of video games before, so
damn it. I thought I could do a heavier fighting style because he swings more vertically, but I might have to go style with a heavy.
Yeah.
It was announced in May of this year. It was announced that Garl's next project would be a film adaptation of Elden Ring. Fuck yeah. Awesome.
I'm still curious as to how that's going to go.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, to what degree are we going to go here? Are you going to be are you going to be the Tarnished? Are we doing like a?
No, it's got to be the influence. It's got to be.
It's got to be the Shattering.
Yeah, it's got to be a Shattering, 100%.
But then that's going to characterize a lot of characters whose like intentions are ambiguous. That lets us speculate, and we enjoy that shit.
I expect they're going to also need to change a good amount of it. Yes. They're going to take the core of it, I imagine. They're going to have some recognizable.
They're going to have George R. Martin write the script that he won't finish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably. Dude, did you see that interview with him a while ago?
No, I stopped paying attention to anything that dude does.
Oh man, dude, it was rough. Not because of him. He's fine. Like I actually, this will inspire a little bit of sympathy for him, I think. He's in this. He's sitting next to Brandon Sanderson.
Yeah, his spectral opposite.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and he's being interviewed. They're being interviewed together, right? So they're at the end of the interview, and they start taking questions from the audience. This girl gets the microphone, and she turns to Brandon Sanderson, of all people, and says, "You know, clearly George is not going to live much longer. So do you think that you take over the finishing of Game of Thrones or A Song of Ice and Fire the same way that you did for Wheel of Time?" And it was so awkward and weird, man. She literally says, "So George isn't going to live forever.
Yeah, not confronting him, but you.
He doesn't have a lot of time left," basically, is what she said. And yeah, the funny thing was, to your point, she wasn't even talking to George. She was talking to Brandon.
That is weird.
You can't say shit like that. Like, you can't. Like, we say it all the time here.
We're not saying it to his face, though.
Yeah.
You cannot say that to a human being. Like, you know, you're going to die soon. So, like, what do you... This guy's going to die. Not even you.
What's your game plan?
He's going to die soon. So, do you think you would take over his property? Like... Which it was especially weird because Brandon Sanderson is on record having said he would absolutely not do A Song of Ice and Fire ever. He would never do it. Partly because it's definitely not his style. Like, it's different from what I expect he does. So, like, the fact that it felt like very passive aggressive. Like, he just wanted to like.
Yeah, I feel like it kind of. There's got to be some weird drama there.
Yeah, there must be. Also, I'm just not super worried about A Song of Ice and Fire ever being finished, primarily because his problem is not that he hasn't finished.
Got it.
The problem is that it's being edited. You know, the problem is that it's 1,300 pages. Winds of Winter is 1,300 pages or some shit right now. Like, it's not that it's not done; it's that there's too fucking much. It has to be edited. And I feel like
I think I just stopped
you could
caring.
release them posthumously.
Yeah.
You know, I think you can reach a conclusion to that story.
Yeah.
With what's already been written.
I don't know. The more I sit with the series, both the show and the book series, sometimes I question anybody who purposefully writes that much rape in the series.
Yeah.
Like,
I've been reading the books. It's definitely in the books. Like, I'm not going to pretend that it isn't. But
but like it's like explicitly like stated and described, and I'm just like, why?
It's actually way worse in the show.
Yeah, it is way worse in the show, and I get that that's for the ratings and whatever. But also, same point made though.
Like, don't forget, it was having read the books, and it's pretty clear to me now. It was absolutely HBO-ified for a while.
Yeah.
for people who don't know, HBO definitely, especially for a while there, if they don't, I don't know if they still do this, but it seems like they still do, but they definitely inject a lot of that sensationalized, like salacious shit into their narratives because they can, and they were sort of leaning on that. We're the only cable channel that does
this. We'll show this.
Yeah,
adult this kind of content.
Yeah, so like when I say they HBOified, they definitely did. Like they put like incest in the very first episode of Game of Thrones, and like guys, and they made it explicit and they like showed everything. It's like you don't need to do that. How many times do they open an episode in that series where it's just people having sex? It's like that's what then a lot of scenes that weren't even in the fucking books. And like, why are you doing that? And it's sort of this in the show or to the narrative. Like, so, like people should definitely not judge the books too hard against what they saw in the show because the show was very HBO-ified. The books, I will grant you, I agree with you, Nate. I mean, it's definitely like
it's like because you can't hide behind the fact that like, oh, it's how it was back in the day. This is a fantasy world. Nothing has to be like it was back in any day. Make your own rules.
I do think I'll maintain this again, having read all of them now at this point. I agree with you that it's definitely in there and probably does not need to be to the extent that it is. That said, I think when he does do it, it is actually treated in a way that it's not like glorified in any way. In fact, it's quite the opposite. It's like you're meant to understand that this is bad and the people who are doing it. It's actually in the to get you to not like the people who are engaging in that behavior, which I guess is.
I'd say that holds true for the show as well. Everybody who does
it's kind of a weak
such violence to a person, such violation to a person, is a villain in the show.
I'm not gonna say like I will concede that that's kind of like a weak argument at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But I would also say like
it's like okay, it is marginally less shitty than the show is. Okay, cool.
It's definitely not showing that hey, this is like a thing, and we're supposed to just show it and ignore it and pretend it's not a thing.
It's
like there's commentary happening within the book.
I take the same issue with people who say, "Oh, I'm just brutally honest." I'm like, well, honesty is the virtue, but you take pleasure in the brutality because it doesn't cost you anything to be more tactful.
You know that any sentence that starts with "Hey, I'm not racist, but."
Yeah, exactly. Or you look around,
Gonna be racist. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, like, well,
yeah. Not to be an asshole or anything, but
you will be. But I'm going to be, and I choose to be, because you can do. You can take a second to think about how you want to phrase this.
Yeah.
But you just that's just how I am. I just tell it like it is. No, you break it how you want to. The facts are the facts, but you don't have to. You choose.
I definitely don't. I definitely don't feel like his writing is actually at the end of the day. I don't think it's misogynist. I do, however, totally understand how people at the end of the day would be like, "Oh, enough."
Yeah.
Yes.
I remember watching it only because other people were watching it, and the sensationalism was fun in the moment, for sure.
Yeah.
But not just because of the way that it ended. That totally aside, at some point, eventually, it was going to be all right, I've kind of gotten everything I'm going to get out of this because that style I can't stay in very long.
I definitely feel I understand, and frankly, I experienced this too. Although the way I read the books, I get less of it because I skip the chapters I'm not interested in.
Yeah.
So, because there are plenty of characters in A Song of Ice and Fire that I don't need to hear anymore your dog shit story and your I'm just move on. There are other characters that I find much more compelling. I like A Song of Ice and Fire for a couple of reasons. One, because the actual narrative is really interesting and ingenious and original. There are some overarching themes and arc that's happening within the world over time that actually is cohesive and it's going someplace and it's building to it. And every scene is very efficient in building to that.
Yeah.
So you don't feel like you're wasting any time in any given scene. That's it's going places and there are a lot of characters that he does go out of his way to make them sympathetic in ways that you want to like them. They're not always likable, but you want to root for them. He makes them redeemable even if they don't always get redeemed. They are redeemable.
Yeah.
Then there are characters that are just like completely irredeemable, and then those are the ones that I skip. Like I don't care about characters that are irredeemable, and I move on from those. The other thing I like about it is I've read a lot of fantasies this last like 2 or 3 years. I will tell you, it's just on a different level from a writing standpoint. It's like the difference between a really adult professional writer and someone who is just kind of doing it as a hobby in the background, right? It's like the difference. It definitely feels like a lot of fantasy these days, even very popular fantasy, can sometimes feel a little bit more like fanfic, whereas this is definitely being written by someone who like
an actual craftsman.
Yeah, exactly, right? You don't necessarily need to like his stories or anything, but I do think the way that he actually tells the story in his writing, his prose, is actually really, really well done. It's like the difference between Mandalorian and Andor, right? Both are great shows. I enjoy both of them. I do think, though, that Andor is on a different level of expert than, say, Mandalorian is in terms of like how they write and the dialogue and the character development and just the sophistication that's present there. Song of Ice and Fire is far more sophisticated, even than something like First Law trilogy with Joe Abercrombie, which I like a lot. I think it's really good, and he's a good writer. I do, unfortunately, just think that George R. R. Martin is still just a better prose writer in general. So I enjoy that. I enjoy being in a space where there's a writer who's like gonna take care of you from a writing perspective. I like that.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Yeah. I think I mentally just checked out of this whole series. I mean, I have my issues with it now. I just stopped caring.
I was gonna say, like, if you don't have any reason to expect that it's actually gonna get finished in a satisfying way, I totally get why people are checking out. It's like, why would you spend your time when you're not engage in? I think honestly my biggest problem with the reason why I'm continuing to engage with Song of Ice and Fire is because I am actually just a little let down with some of the other fantasy writing and novels out there. They don't live up to what I would like to do. They are disappointing.
Yeah.
So that's really it. Yeah. I honestly think fantasy in general has not been very good in any medium, except I think the best fantasy writing going right now in any medium is Dark Souls. Is
From Soft.
Yeah, I do. I honestly think, like, if you go back,
I would agree. A lot of fantasy gets kind of samey.
Yeah, if you look at the lore and the storytelling that they're doing in Dark Souls, and frankly even Elden Ring, especially Elden Ring, the actual story is awesome. Like, it's really good if you pay attention, if you take the time to pay attention to it and like get deep in the lore of it and the story. It's really smart, really deep, really sophisticated, really like character driven, and like there's a lot going on. I feel like there's a lot more interesting stuff happening in those worlds than in like a lot of other stuff.
Yeah, but I would agree.
Yeah, like just even like I'd say this all the time, but go back and look at the story of Artorias the Abyss Walker. Like that's a legit tragedy, man. That is like Shakespearean shit.
Oh yeah.
That's really good stuff. And it like check that shit out. That is really good writing. And they need like that's what I would really want. If you ask me what FromSoft game and story I'd like them to make a movie out of, I want Artorias. Give me that movie. That would be amazing.
Yeah. For some reason, and I don't know how much I really can back this up, but like thinking about Artorias and the like, you know, the surprise twist, like it was actually you the whole time, and it was a closed loop this whole time. It made me think of Looper.
Yeah, it's a little Looper-like.
Little Looper.
Oh yeah.
But
I just like he's such a compelling character because it is a tragedy. Because not only does he sacrifice himself, he sacrifices himself for his best friend.
Yeah,
and his best friend, his dog. And it's like that's such a bad thing. It's like, man,
it's also something you got to kind of like look for. Like they hint at parts of it, but they don't necessarily like tell you straight up like, oh, here's what everything is. Like no, like if you're interested and intrigued, you get to engage with it on whatever level that you want to.
It's kind of a really beautiful tale. And especially like there's all the great classic themes and motifs. There's light and dark, good and evil. There's him and Manus, and like, you know, all that shit, the abyss, and like how he is working for this, basically at the end of the day, what amounts to like an evil empire.
Right.
But like he's got virtue still. He's like he's the gifted warrior who has some, he's redeemable, right? He's a character who's redeemable. And then at the end of the day, he redeems himself by sacrificing himself for his best friend. And it's like, that's just a classic tale. It's really good. He's a relatable character. Like, give me more of that. Give me that movie. That'd be amazing. That'd be incredible.
I would watch that. Yeah.
Man. Have you played this dude before? How come you keep coming back here and just like fight dudes in this dojo?
This is one of the training missions. We haven't fought this guy before. We fought a couple of different guys in here before, but he's new.
I gotta learn how to pronounce his name. Sekishusai. That's what it is. Sekishusai, right?
Yeah,
I think so.
Sekishusai.
Sekishusai.
Like that.
Yagyu Sekishusai. Yeah.
Because I think they typically put the emphasis on like one of the earlier.
They do the first one.
Yeah.
If it's English speakers typically do the second one.
Yeah, it's gonna be the third syllable from the end, I think. Like Sekishusai or Sekiro.
Sekishusai.
Yeah. Ashina. Yeah.
They always do the first one.
Yeah. Well, it's like I think it's like the third from the last. So like Ashina is Ashina. But this one, because it's Sekishusai, I think it would be Sekishusai. Right?
I think that's right, yeah.
Rather than Sekishusai, I think it's Sekishusai.
I know there's like a particular pronunciation with it, but I always forget like what.
It's probably also not like a hard and fast rule. It's probably like English where it's like, some of them just are different.
Or yeah, it's like I think in Japanese, like the inflection is also different for certain words. Like it can mean something totally different just by the stress of where you say the thing.
Yeah, I think that's probably true. Yeah, it probably changes meaning based on how you pronounce it.
This guy seems like just like a regular dude.
He's kind of cool.
Is this back in the training area?
I like the fight. Yeah, this is the training area. We're both doing wooden swords.
Okay.
Yeah,
and I like the fight. It's definitely a sword fight.
Yeah, it's just a sword duel, man. It's sick. Fucking barefoot asshole in here.
Yeah.
In his shirt sleeves. Like, it's great.
Seems kind of out of place. I like that actually.
This is my shit. This is my favorite type of fight.
Right, just like the regular human who's got a lot of skill.
Yeah, just give me those duels, man.
Man.
This is when it turns into like a fighting game. Like you got to do spacing. You have to see, you got to get from.
The reading becomes way more important. Yeah.
It becomes very, very technical. I really just love that shit. Dude, he does that retreat after the attack.
God damn it!
Whoa!
I was sitting on low health the whole time, but I don't want to waste my consumable heals on a training mission.
He strokes his beard afterwards.
Yeah.
Oh, you were very good.
Fucking asshole.
You did better that time. You got to my second phase. Arguably.
I like how when these enemies have like troll moves after they kill you.
Yeah.
They got
standing in the fire stuff is still pretty funny.
I think the best.
I was at an Elden Ring though too. Elden Ring had that.
I was gonna say like Melania's is kind of the best and most badass.
Yeah.
She just like reminds you that she is who
she reminds you who the fuck she is.
Yeah. Like, who the fuck do you think you are? Do you know who I am? I'm Blade of Nicola.
Yeah.
And I've never known defeat.
Never known defeat.
What are you gonna do about it?
She's definitely the coolest character in that game. I still maintain.
Still, totally.
Yeah.
I think I think Ian, like, you can probably test this. Like, she has, like, on the spectrum of, anime, how anime a character is, the amount that she has works in her favor. Like,
very much so. Yeah.
Because it's done in a way that only Miyazaki can really make.
She has all that, like, badassery elements of anime, all the stuff that makes it, like, hype as hell.
She has the mobility of an anime character in a...
Yes, that's what people like.
In a, ye olde England, like, type of Nordic fantasy.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I just like her attitude, man. She's like, she's the best. She knows she's the best. And she's just gonna fuck you up.
Oh yeah, no, she knows.
And at the end, after she kills you, she's just like, you are like dirt. What are you doing here? You insult me by showing up. Get the fuck out of here. And then when in the second phase, when the second phase starts, she says, "Now rot."
Yeah, yeah, that's really cool. Yeah,
she commands you to rot. It's so sick. And then usually you do.
God, motherfucker!
This dude's tough.
He's yeah, and the fact is that he can hit me like 6 times and I'm dead, and I need to hit him about 1,000 times.
Yeah, this is a classic duel. I mean, you're also, as you said before, refusing to heal for that reason, so it could be easier.
I probably could beat him. I don't want to do that here, or at least I don't want to like waste everyone's time while I go farm heals. So I might, if I don't beat him on the stream tonight, I might just beat him on my own. I want to do some heal farming.
That'd be good. I mean, you got that's like Bloodborne style. Man, I keep coming back to that. We were talking earlier about what you're gonna play next.
Yeah.
You got at some point. I don't care when you do it.
Okay.
You got to squeeze Bloodborne.
I got to play Bloodborne sometime before we ever end this channel.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes. We cannot do the Miyazaki tour without doing, because at this point you've only got Bloodborne and Dark Souls 2 to play. You've played everything.
That's true.
Else.
And I guess
So,
but I'm not playing that right.
You got to complete the set. You know?
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'll probably do those two then.
Both of those are, look, people shit on Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls 2.
No, I think Dark Souls 2 is going through sort of a renaissance, like a realization.
It's always had its fans.
I hope so.
Yeah. I think everyone else is catching on.
It's great. It's always been great. I highly recommend it. It is definitely not one of those where it's like, oh, this is the shit one of the group. There are no shit ones. They're all great.
Yeah.
It's just different. There's never anything wrong with it. It's just different.
Well, here's the thing. It is different for sure, especially in the structure, the world structure. But it's the same in a lot of very important ways. And it's like, it's fucked up. It's weird. It's punishing. It's, you know, it's got all that Miyazaki vibe to it still. Like, even though he wasn't the director, still has his presence clearly, his fingerprints on it. So, like, it's great fucking game, man. You gotta play it. I would say you'll probably like Bloodborne more. I do. But both are amazing. So I think you got to play both of those at some point. I think those are critical. That's like required reading if you're going to be a FromSoft guy.
All right.
Yeah, the only problem with Bloodborne is it has the same heals economy. They're consumables. The only difference, though, is there's a smart reason why they make that the way it is, though. Right, and it's because Bloodborne introduces the rally mechanic. You're not actually meant to be healing a lot. You're supposed to be rally mechanic to manage your health. I found that a lot of, like, when I watch Let's Plays of people playing Bloodborne, it's like people complain about the consumables. And it's like, this would be way easier to deal with if you were even remotely using the rally mechanic that you're supposed to.
Got it. All right, sick. Not a moment too soon. Ooh, boy. Awesome. Awesome.
Well done.
I gotta speak to him. Okay.
You gotta apologize. I'm sorry.
Sorry for beating you up, old man.
Even though you shit on me, you like teabag me.
Oh, you're so bad at this, old dude.
Yeah. You're pretty good. All right.
I don't know why this reminded me, but Ghost of Yotei is coming out soon.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's one of like the 4 different commercials we get on our streaming platforms, and Abby is like, "Tell me what you know about the Oni." Like every time it comes on.
Oni.
Yeah. Dude, you guys should play. If you guys haven't, you should play Ghost of Tsushima. That's a great.
Yeah, my roommate was playing it.
I would totally play it. I get an Assassin's Creed meets Sekiro vibe.
It's better. I mean, it's
not
better
than that. At least it's better than that.
It's better than that because it is. I feel like, especially these days, the Assassin's Creed brand is a little bit tarnished, unfortunately.
So unfortunately, truly.
It does have the open worldy kind of. It has a little bit of Assassin's Creed in it, but I actually think it's definitely.
But it's like
actually,
a dash of Assassin's Creed.
Just a dash of it, yeah. And I think at the end of the day, it is very much its own thing. It's very Sekiro in some ways, but it's also very different.
It's not thing.
Yeah, it's not. It's definitely not a Souls-like by any means.
That never like turned me off of the game. I think it's a really cool looking game, and I actually do want to play it eventually.
I reckon. It's not, and when I say it's not like a Souls game, that doesn't mean to diminish the combat. The combat's actually really good, and it is challenging. And it's definitely like a lot of fun. That's one of those games where I would go back in just to play the combat because it is really good. It's just not the same as Souls. It's just a different style. But it's also not like Devil May Cry either. It's not like I mean, Devil May Cry can be challenging too, and that definitely has its own vibe to it. But it's just not that flashy style, kind of like arcadey kind of combat. More grounded and technical. So I recommend it. It's fucking good.
I unlocked some cool shit, and I also have way more points for my swords and stuff than I recall.
You're gonna be so much stronger.
Cool. And also, I realized that I've had consumables like the what is it, the samurai top knot hair. That's like points for this particular system. So I will. I'm gonna go through and like level up and actually probably workshop some skills, because I do acknowledge that I have probably a tool set and a kit that I've not been using a whole lot.
You've not, no.
Yeah, I want to refamiliarize myself with this stuff, and then hopefully next week, since we are at quitting time, I will come back and hopefully be on a whole different level.
Yeah, power up, baby. Getting stronger.
Yeah, I'm gonna put myself in the hyperbolic time chamber and crank up to 300 times Earth gravity, and then
getting strong.
For all you weebs out there, you'll get what I'm saying. Anyway. Cool. Well, we got a main mission done. We got an interesting boss fight done, and then we got a training mission done, and I got plenty of resources to sift through and upgrade myself with. So I'm feeling optimistic, but I gotta wonder how much more of this game is there. Not that I'm not enjoying myself, but like it's been a bit.
You've made a lot of progress. I think you are around 3/4. I could be wrong about that, but that would be my guess.
Yeah, I feel like we're kind of entering
right,
the home stretch at the beginning of the home stretch. I don't know.
You're at the beginning of the end of the beginning of the end.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No one ever says it was the middle.
No. Yeah. It's anything but
anything. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you all for joining us either now or in the future, and thank you guys for hanging out with me.
If you're watching this in the future, put happy birthday in the comments for Nate.
Aw. Thank you guys.
Even though it was the day before that we recorded this. That's fine.
You're going to be watching in the future anyway, put happy birthday in there. Come on.
Anyway, we'll catch you all next time. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Yeah.